look at that wildcat fly as Gordon Johncock is leading Rick Mears. He got him on a backstretch, and he's leading him into the first turn.
And he's building up on that lead. Gordon Johncock in car number 20, the STP oil treatment special. Rick Mears and then Tom Stevens, they head into turn 2.
The crowd on their feet here in turn 3. Mears just can't get around Gordon Johncock. He shut the door again, got the horsepower up, and he's leading going into 4.
For those of you who thought it was going to be a runaway for Rick Mears, I guarantee you it is not. Gordon Johncock is able to stay ahead of Mears.
Here comes Rick Mears down into the pit area. Mears has to lock the brakes up. He almost rear-ended a car that was slowing in the pits. Now Mears screams down into his pit area. Chuck Marlowe.
He is just about going by me. They've got to get enough to finish this race. Waiting. Now the hose is around. He's on his way.
Johncock screams through the fourth turn. Comes off the fourth and heads down for the pits. Here comes Gordon Johncock. There's a slower car in front of him. Johncock would like to get past him in the pits. Indeed he does. Johncock makes a pass of Jim Hickman in the pits, and now Johncock braking to a stop, locks the wheels up. Let's go down to Lou Palmer.
They're making a small adjustment now. George Huning taking the signal from Gordon to the front end. They're setting their handling characteristic for their final 20 laps. There he goes. Gordon Johncock is on his way. His crew is ecstatic. They're calling it their greatest stop of the day, maybe of their decade. Gordon could be on his way to another win.
Here's Gordon Johncock, but not too far behind him is Rick Mears. Rick has got the pedal to the metal, as they say. He's trying to catch Gordon Johncock. Can he do it?
Johncock flashes by me, and there's Rick Mears right behind him as they head into number 3.
He may be able to see that blue and white gold charge in his rearview mirrors. Johncock had to go the inside to get around traffic. Mears is getting closer.
He is getting much closer. It's going to be a shootout. Johncock moves through the turn. There goes Rick through the turn. And we've only got 3 more laps to go.
Rick Mears chasing Gordon Johncock, and he is closing on him. Mears 1.5 seconds behind Johncock. Ron.
All right, and a tremendous battle right here. There's Gordon Johncock. There's Rick Mears. It's just that close as they head the second turn.
Johncock can really see Mears in his rearview mirror. The crowd on their feet, they're cheering. They want Mears to catch him and have a foot race right to the checkered flag.
Now the distance is less than half the short shoot. It isn't going to be long before Rick Mears will be right up on the bumper of Gordon Johncock. They're in the straightaway.
It's a battle to the finish as we're watching Johncock lead Mears across the line. 198 laps complete. 5 miles to go.
And here's Gordon Johncock. Mears now about 8 car lengths behind as they accelerate off of turn number 2.
Mears is right on the rear wing of Gordon Johncock as they dive into turn 3. They're getting down to the nitty-gritty. They've got 1 car in front of them. They're in the short shoot.
And here they come. Johncock maintains the lead. Rick Mears way low in the turn. He may make a move here on the straightaway as the white flag comes out.
And Mears is right there. The white flag. It's a drag race. They're side by side. Johncock and Mears. Mears on the inside. Johncock, Mears forced down the little line. Ron.
Johncock cuts him off. Now Gordy pulls away a little bit as Mears gets a little squirrely in turn number 2. They're on the backstretch. It's still Gordon Johncock. Mears is trying, but he's about 10 car lengths behind.
Here they come. This is the final quarter lap. Johncock maintains the lead. The voice of the 500, Paul Page. Who's going to win it?
Gordon Johncock off the 4th turn. Mears is right behind him. Johncock. Mears makes a try. Johncock wins it by less than 1/10 of a second. Gordon Johncock has won his second 500. What a finish. Absolutely incredible. Gordon Johncock wins the 66th running of the Indianapolis 500. I'm sure in the 66th running, they have never seen a finish like that.